My name is Hannah Brown, and this is my journal article presentation. The article that I chose to discuss was titled Climate Change and Habitat Conversion Favor the Same Species. This article was published in Ecology Letters, and the purpose of this article is so that the researchers could gain more knowledge on the connection between land use and the population and diversity of species within the neotropical forest bird population. The neotropical region is a region in South America, and as you can see by the picture, it includes things like the Amazon forest and the Atlantic forest. This area is known for its diverse species of animals, especially birds, which is the focus of this article. This land consists of both dry and wet regions, as well as forests and arid climates. The authors researched more than 300 species of birds and their ability to survive and migrate in the changing land conditions, either due to climate change or human land use, which includes agriculture. This region is known for deforestation and increased agricultural land use. The next thing discussed by the authors is about climate change, and the authors discuss how birds that prefer warm environments are thriving as their environment grows warmer due to climate change, but those animals and birds that prefer cooler climates are struggling as the temperature changes due to climate change. The authors stated that in the big picture of things, climate change only has a very small effect on the extinction rate of animals. However, the extinction rate will increase over time with a greater change in climate temperature. And as you can see by the picture, the current biomes are more mild, but as time goes on and climate change becomes more prevalent, you can see that some of the tropical regions become more dry and become more forest-like. The authors also discuss the change in the diversity of animals, mostly birds. This is due to an increase in temperature and the decrease in available land available to those birds. This causes a decrease in the diversity of animals in the neotropic region. And this is due to the fact that as the environment changes, the birds are forced to, leave and try to find regions similar that to their current environment to reproduce and live in. And as a decrease in diversity occurs, this can cause a loss of some of the species of birds in this area. And as you can see by the picture, that the neotropic region of South America is home to a great diversity of birds. The authors also discuss how human land use is decreasing the available environments and niches for the birds. Certain species of birds are forced to find new habitats as humans take away their native areas. And this overall causes a shuffling of species, which leads to a decrease in diversity as climate change. As the climate changes, and species located in new areas are unable to adapt to the environment. And as you can see by this picture is included in the article. It shows that most of the areas where they did their research, there is a greater chance of agriculturization and human land use, either that being, deforestation or things like that. And this causes the bird population to move out of their native lands, and the birds are forced to either adapt to their new environment or die off, which is very important to what we have learned in this course. Either you change and attempt to survive, or you fail and your species is wiped out. Some major takeaways from this article is that humans are causing a reshuffling of the biological communities through land deforestation and increased land use from agriculture. And this not only occurs, in the neotropic region, but this occurs across the whole planet. And it's important to realize that we need to protect the land and the species that live there, because if we don't do that, then it can eventually lead to, extinction of certain species and animals. I think overall, the authors stress the importance of preventing and stopping climate change. And especially in the neotropic region, this area is one of the most biologically diverse areas in the world. And so we need to protect this area as best as we can to, save those animals that live there. What are some of the things that we could do to help protect the planet in this area? And some of these things include, planting trees, conserving water, using less plastic, choosing sustainable foods to eat, biking to work, don't drive, don't pollute as much. And I think the biggest thing overall is to educate yourself on what you can do and how to prevent harm coming to the earth. Thank you.